Hungary to Greece, ultranationalism is on the rise. Fueled by xenophobia and a promise to fight for the rights of white Europeans, extremist groups are emerging from the fringes and on to the public stage. It's a jarring sight, but the world has been here before. The ideologies that drive these groups can be traced back almost 100 years to one man, Italy's Benito Mussolini. Mussolini has been dismissed as a buffoon, a small-time tyrant who ruled in the shadow of Hitler and Stalin. But he was no one's disciple.
We heard for years that Hitler taught Mussolini everything he knew. In fact, it's the opposite.
Years before the Third Reich, Mussolini was the architect of a movement that would plunge the continent into darkness. He called it fascism. From undermining judges to indoctrinating children, Mussolini pioneered tactics that other dictators would use to seize power.
Mussolini absolutely wrote the blueprint for how to destroy a democracy.
How did this son of a blacksmith come to write key chapters of the dictator's playbook and turn himself into a modern Caesar?
Dictatorships have had an incredible impact in the past century.
These dictators ended up learning from one another.
They're all different, but many use the same tactics.
The use of terror,
propaganda,
Control the elite, create an enemy,
cult of personality,
use violence. These are tools that dictators use to stay in power.
Benito Mussolini is born in 1883 in the northern Italian village of Predappio. Like many Italians, his family lives in almost abject poverty. His father works hard as a blacksmith, but making ends meet is difficult. Much of Italy remains an almost feudal society. While it has a limited democracy, most of the power rests with the king and his ministers. The majority of the population is rural and poor. Under these difficult conditions, Mussolini grows into a violent child.
There were elements of his personality that we could already see at a pretty young age, including a kind of attraction towards violence. I mean, this guy's expelled at the age of 11 for knifing a fellow classmate. It's something that he does again and again. He keeps getting in trouble for knifing people.
As he becomes a young man, much of his anger is directed at the backward nature of his country. As millions of his countrymen abandon Italy to seek a better life abroad, Mussolini becomes determined to change his country for the better, but he's not sure how.
Even though he wasn't religious himself, he saw himself very similar to Hitler as a man of providence, someone almost divinely appointed to heal Italy's rifts.
Like his father before him, he is drawn to an extreme form of socialism. It calls for a violent revolution that will strip the rich of their wealth and share it with the poor.
Now, Mussolini had a rebellious, hothead temper. He wanted an overthrow of everything. He was a disruptor.
This is a violent man willing to use violent means either politically or personally right from the start.
His violent nature brings him into frequent conflict with the law. July 1903. After moving to nearby Switzerland, Mussolini is arrested for allegedly trying to